Welcome to PCSimulators.org, and we are the site for information about all sorts of simulators for PC, including buses, cars, bikes, construction, farming, flight, trains, ships, sports, trucks, forums, and of course the place for the virtual journey, which is a project to travel the world with lots of different simulators. Well, what is today's agenda? Well, today's agenda is one of a few things actually. We are going to look at the recently released mega airport for Milan Malpensa. Now, Milan is in Italy and is the second largest city in Italy, a financial centre in the north, and Malpensa is the airport I went to quite recently. So I was keen to have a look at what it looked like on the simulator. So a few shots of Milan Malpensa is a very large airport. When I was there, it's huge, and we're going to have a look at that today. The other thing we're going to look at is Bob. Now, Bob is first person mode, so it allows us to walk around the airport, and it's a part of the OrbX products. It's freeware, and you'll need FTX Central to download it. Of course, if you go to the orbxdirect.com product/Bob, orbxdirect.com/product/Bob, is a download link where you can download and install it. Now, it will work with FSX, Steam Edition, Microsoft Flight Simulator X, Prepare 3D versions 1, 2, and 3. So that's the next thing that's what we are going to use to walk around the airport, as well as a helicopter to have a look at overhead. And we're also using My Traffic 6. Now, this does work with Prepare 3D version 3, and we're going to be using it in Prepare 3D version 3 and 0.4, I think, latest version, and FSX Steam Edition, so you can have a look at that as well. So a few things to, of course, look into now. It won't keep you much longer. Don't forget our YouTube channel, youtube.com/user/itai, and that is where all our videos reside, and you will get videos from all types of simulator categories, from racing to FSX to helicopters, X-plane, and then our playlist you will see a virtual journey, which is a journey around the world of various simulators. We are currently in France. Okay, so no more waffling, let's go straight to it. So I've loaded up P3D earlier, one I made earlier, and here it is. And if I quickly expand that, and to select the Bob, once you install Bob, you go into Vehicle Select, and you P3D, let's have a look. You will look under OrbX, or if you do a search by name, group by name, you'll find it under Bob. Publisher, you can also find it under OrbX. So what you do, double click on Bob, okay, select your airport. We've selected Malpensa, and here we are. So if we look, we are sort of on the tarmac, and we can look around and we can walk around. Now, how would you walk around with Bob? Well, Bob is acts like an aircraft, so your throttle goes backwards, your brakes stop, and your hat switch or your track hydraulics left and right. So here we go. This is Malpensa, so we're going to unpause it.
Oh, that was fun.
Oh, do you hear what he said? Ew, that was fun. He even talks. So we're going to have a quick look around. This is recently released by Aerosoft, Mega Airport Malpensa. Oh, now look, you see engine not started, so we'll start the engine like you. Let's go for a walk, he said, like any other plane. So we've started the engine, and I'm going to use my throttle now to have a look around. So, it's, like I said, it's a large airport, and you see the airlines parked in the, is it Brussels Airlines in front. Now that is My Traffic. So My Traffic is actually putting those aircraft in. So let's have a look around there. You see that aircraft there? It's about to take off by the looks of it. So we'll walk around a bit more. Yeah, you can crash as well, by the way. So if you're walking with Bob and you crash, you got to be careful. You mustn't just go into the walls. He doesn't go through walls, as far as I know. You'll have to check with OrbX to see if there is a facility where he can go through the wall. So this is the car park. You hear the steps? This is the car park. There's the motorway over there. Look. So they've done a good job. It's really highly detailed. We'll have. Oh, well, I say that, and he's gone. Where's he gone? Up there you go. I don't know what happened there. Something happened. Okay, well, let's pause it and go back in a sec. Probably went somewhere we shouldn't have. So if we just pause it, yeah, it's loaded. So here we go. Oh, this person in a jet. So this is a good opportunity now to show you. So if I go to World and go to Airport, we're going to select Malpensa. So Malp. Malpensa, and we're going to click on not active runway. We're going to go to let's go to a heavy gate. Select the gate here from the starting location, so we can start near the gate. And then what we'll do, we'll change the aircraft, because at the moment it's a default P3D aircraft, and we want to use Bob. Bob is going to be the walker from Orbeck, so we'll just quickly wait for this to load. So here we are, but we've got to change the aircraft because you can't walk around with that. Let's go, where are we? We're vehicle select, and again we'll select look for Bob, wait for Bob to load. Come on Bob, where are you? Bob, there he is, Bob. Click on Bob, click on OK, and there we are. So back at the airport. This is another part of the airport. There's an Alitalia as you'd expect in Italy. So, just look around. Let me switch my track IR, it'll probably be a bit better. Another Alitalia plane. You see even the movements there at the gate going towards that aircraft there. So that's great. Let's see if we can we can just turn around and have a look around. Why is he going really slow? There we are. It takes a bit of time by the looks of it to accelerate away with this aircraft. You can hear his footsteps, and you can hear the little bit of the engine. There you go, that's better. So we're off. So there's some vehicles over there as well. A bus, another aircraft. I'll just switch my track IR on so we can have a better look. Slow down a bit. There you go. So we're walking at Malpensa. Let's go down to here's a British Airways jet. Again, the aircraft you see, my traffic. That's what I'll be using here as a plug-in for Microsoft FSX and also for P3D. So let's go over here. We want to do what we did last time and crash. So there's another part of the airport. You hear him walking now? So let's see, let's go over here. Look at, there's the sun, the glare of the sun in our eyes as we walk in. You hear his footsteps. It's actually a plane, that's what it is. So we're using a plane to walk around. So we haven't got any of the instruments there in front of us, so it's the way they could do it. There's another part of the airport. I suppose there's the tower. Yes, let's have a look over here. And he says Milano. Oh, we don't want to get that. We don't want to hit that. We don't want to hit that. Move. Oh, slow down. Okay. There's the tower. Go to all these buildings over here. Actually, there's a huge airport, and there's this looks like the fire engines. Have a look at those. So much detail here in this large airport. And this large one I went there a couple of weeks ago, and it was huge. Oh, we gotta be careful here. Oh, we gotta be careful here. We gotta be careful here. We don't want to crash. Oh, brake. Excuse me. You hear the engine of my little plane? What's that? Is that an outside plane? I don't know. Walk this way. Walk this way, isn't that a song? So all the aircraft there by my traffic. I gotta work out really whether they actually move as well and stick to schedules. I think they do, so I'll have to check that out. So go along this part of the airport. I'm using the rudder pedals at the moment to actually try and move this fake aircraft. Oh. Another Alitalia jet over there. More aircraft. Let's see if we can go over here. Okay, I think what we need to do now, let's see if we can change it for a helicopter so we can have a good look. That's Bob. So I'm going to change this now. I want to get a helicopter, and so we can have a better look at the airport from above. So have we got any helicopters in P3D? Let's have a look. There we go. There's a Black Hawk. We've got, of course, it has to be it's a vehicle type. Black Hawk helicopter, UH-60. What's it? A submarine? I didn't know we had a submarine in P3D. That's news to me. Helicopters. Why can't we select? Okay. Now looking for a sort of what's that aircraft? The Bell. Yeah, the Bell. I'm looking for a Bell. Have we got a Bell here? No, we haven't. Okay, so let's get the helicopter then, which was the Vertavia helicopter. Let's have a look. Let's get that one. So we'll try with the helicopter. I think I'm a bit close there. Okay. Hey, there we go. So, having a look around now. We're in the helicopter, so we should be able to have a better look. So this is the airport. So this is how large it is. And P3D seems to have a similar helicopter model to FSX. So I'm not sure if we got Vortex Ring State actually modelled in the physics model here, so I don't know how I need to have a play around with it. So we can see the airport below, the extent of it. Let's start at this end. So we can slow this helicopter down because we're going a little bit fast. Massive, absolutely massive. Let's do a turn. Aircraft coming in and out, and maybe you need to do something with my traffic there to sort that out. Whoops. Straighten out a bit too sensitive on the controls, a bit too harsh. Let's slow it down a bit. Whoops. There we go. A bit of a hover. Let's go towards the terminal buildings. Very busy here today. Lots of aircraft. There's some vehicles moving below, as you can see, out of the airport traffic. See one on the right there. Oh look, there is an aircraft taking off. There is some movement down there. Like he's there, like that Airbus. Whoa! Oh, dear. Took my eyes off it. There's the tower. Car park on the right. There was one moving aircraft I saw. Some more buildings here. Let's see if I can slow down a bit. Look around here, there's another jet below us. We'll be careful we don't hit it. And you see, this is a very well detailed airport. Of course, having the traffic as well makes it a bit more authentic. There you go. So this is Milan Malpensa, recently released by Aerosoft, and quite happy with it. We'll have a look at the pricing. I can't remember the price. I think it's about 25 euros. We'll check that now. go a bit, let's go away from the runway a second. Okay, I think that's all we need to look at the moment. So that's it, Milan Malpensa, so I can land somewhere. And here we are in FSX now. So let's have a look at Milan Malpensa for FSX. Again, it's on free flight. We're going to change our current aircraft. And remember, we need to change that to Bob, so we can look around the airport. Let's change it to Bob. So it does take a few seconds, but even though you've got a high-end system, FSX is still take a while. So it's all Bex. There's Bob there with a smiley face. And now we want to change this to Milan Malpensa. We called it by Aiport Milan. They called it differently. Milan. It's Malpensa there. So we called Malpensa. So Milan. There it is, Malpensa. So click on Malpensa. We're going to go not on the active runway, but on the medium gate. And we'll change the time today. So we want to see what's happening. And click on Fly Now. So this will take a few seconds to load, so I'll be back after loading. And here we are in FSX this time. Let's have a look at the difference. Not much difference really, perhaps a little bit brighter. Bit of movement there, some buses. So let's see, let's move out of here. Let's get out this way. Where are we? I lost my bearings. Okay, here we go. Whoa, what's happening? Stop. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on here. So, let me get my bearings right. So in front of a big building. Let's turn to the left, see what's happening over there. There's the tower that we saw last time. Did you hear that? Some vehicles starting their engines. Be careful with that traffic. Here's this Milan Malpensa in FSX. Not much difference really between the two. Very, very similar. Frame rate is about 30 at the moment for FSX, and it could be the settings difference that I've got for P3D and FSX. So there's the tower. I don't see any aircraft actually, that's the point. I haven't seen any aircraft. Whoops. So perhaps this is what we need to go and add into the scenery. Yeah, there is no aircraft here at the moment, which is a bit strange. So let's see. Let's brake. And just quickly show you a bit more of the airport before we go into settings. So it looked very good. Again, very similar as the fire station. Perhaps maybe P3D's a little bit more. The graphics are slightly better, I think, on P3D, but that's my opinion. Let's just click on World, and we'll go on to Scenery Library. So we might have to add the scenery here. So we got all Bex, so base, blah blah. So we have to click on Add Area and click on C, My Traffic, and then click on OK. OK. Aircraft. OK. Oh, click on that and click on OK. Oh, why isn't that working? That's strange. OK, that's not working at the moment for FSX. There's no airline traffic, but then we might need to set that in our in our settings for the light scenery. So click on here, go to options, go to settings, go to display. So have we got any AI aircraft here at the moment? So scenery, aircraft, traffic, there you go. So traffic density, let's put that a bit, abbreviation up a bit. Click on OK and see what happens there. So I'll press pause at this point and be back in a second. Oh, there we go. Sorry, there we are, and there's the aircraft. So it was an AI aircraft setting, so they're back. So there's quite a few more aircraft now on the ground who will travel. So let's see, where are we? Let's go. And pause. Oh no, there's someone coming towards us. Let's go the other way. Yeah, maybe the graphics are slightly more defined in P3D, but it's still good just the same. It's very good graphics. Let's go on to the. Oh, we want to stop. Whoa! It's hard to control mine. This is like see a taxi in an aircraft, really. So it would have been a bit easier if you had used the WASD keys to actually move around the airport. But there you go. We're moving around like we move an aircraft around. So there's a Beechcraft there on the right, which is about to, looks like it's taxiing. We've got the main building here. Looks good. Let's move on to a bit over to the other end there, in front of us. Doesn't seem to move forward that much when you press it a little bit to go forward. It just seems to it takes a while to go forward. So what we'll do, we'll use the helicopter in a second to have a look around. There's the tower. You know, is that the tower over there? Beeping there. We'll do who's beeping to who. So very virtually identical, really. It looks a bit busy by here. And there's the car park. So let's plonk it by here a minute. And let's get a helicopter. Let's change the aircraft. So we can have a good look around. Let's select aircraft and see what we got in FSX helicopter wise. Hello, is anybody home? Or has it crashed? Ah, something's happening. There we go. So that's sort of helicopter. Let's get a rotary aircraft. We want rotorcraft. What we got here? Let's go for the Bell. Let's go for a Bell Jet Ranger. The British Police. No, that'll do. So we're going to use a helicopter now to fly it on FSX's version of the airport at Malpensa. There we go. On the other end, so we have a beep on there for the car park. I mean in FSX we have it anyway, so there you go. So not much aircraft here. See the hills in the distance there, snow on the hills as well, the surrounding scenery. I'm not sure if that comes with the airport. I think some of this is on the scenery does. Turn around and go towards the airport again. Lower the sails down a bit. you've just joined us or you fast forwarded, this is the FSX version of Milan Malpensa, recently released by Aerosoft. It's a mega airport series, and we're flying around in an FSX Bell 206 around the airport. We've just had a walk around with Bob being the Orbex aircraft, which allows you to walk at ground level, and now we're going at a bit of a high level to check out the airport. So there you go, see it underneath. Some aircraft in the gate. It's not as busy as the P3D Malpensa airport. Perhaps the AI traffic needs to be turned up here on the FSX version. Perhaps we have the higher set in P3D, which is probably will explain why. Oh look, there's a train over there that comes as well, see it? On the right hand side of the train sort of going down, there's even a bridge. Motorway, so I'll check that in a second. So yes, I'm sure you'll agree it's very impressive. Aerosoft are making some very good airports. It'd be nice to see some more manufacturers sort of competing with Aerosoft on some of the major airports that they seem to have a bit of a monopoly at the moment, but they are good, so you can't complain. So we're going towards one end of Milan Malpensa now. Let's turn in here. Look. This building. Look, slant there. Okay. So there you can see it. And let's see what the primary is. That's it. It's a nice airport. Very impressed with it myself. I like it. I'll be using it very shortly to perhaps do a video with it. And let's just put this helicopter down gently. Gain a bit of speed there. So, Milan Malpensa on FSX Steam Edition, and of course Prepare 3D with my traffic and Bob being the Orbex camera. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Just have a quick look from outside, and of course don't forget to visit our website pcsimulators.org, and if you can as well, subscribe to our channel on YouTube. It does help for us to create more. It does help us creating more videos, and I'm glad you could join us. The verdict? Recommended. So, until next time, see you then. Arrivederci, as they say in Milan.